Hey there, everyone. It's been quite a while. Um, I think it's been a good. When was the last time I made videos? I think in August, maybe. I don't know. I'm not even at my YouTube at the moment, but I know for sure it's been quite a couple of months since I've done one of these commentary videos. So to start off, I'm gonna explain what I'm drawing, which is a security breach commission for Carly and their persona with my favorite bear, Glamrock Freddy. God, I actually saw Security Breach with Markiplier on Christmas Day with a friend of mine. Um, we were honestly just we didn't know what we were gonna watch during our hangout because I'm Hispanic and we celebrate Christmas on the 24th. Like, not it's about like midnight on the 25th, and just open it right then and there. Or in my case, we actually open the gifts early because the majority of us go to work the next day, and by the time we come back, we're all too tired and don't want to do anything. So we open them earlier than usual. I had some good gifts. I got a ramen uh bowl set with with like chopsticks and little holders for it, and then the spoon for it. What else did I get? I get this cute snuggly blam sweater thing. It was nice. I got a new little backpack with the little enamel pins on it. What else? I bought enamel pins for myself, really, because why not? Just get myself something good. I also bought myself Posca pens. I've been loving them. They're actually really great to mess around with if you do have the funds for it. I would suggest getting a pack and just go crazy with them. Although if you are gonna draw them on paper, make sure it's a thick enough paper and not to overlap it. Otherwise, it's gonna end up causing little rips and like tearing the teeth of the paper apart. If your paper has teeth or not. I use Canson mixed media sketchbooks. They have a bit of teeth. Um, and some I have to be really careful with that. But if you're drawing on like plastic stuff or something on wood, it relatively has a better hold on it. But I guess because these marker pens are like, hmm, I don't know if you would call it, graffiti stuff or something, but they're often associated with people who do graffiti. Just see a lot of people use them, and I just figured, fuck it, I'll just use it, and they're very addictive. Let's see. What has happened since we last spoke? Well, one of the major things for sure, one of the things that were keeping me on hold on doing speed paint commissions or speed paint in general is because I've been getting more work to do private commissions. And well, they take kind of priority, and I was an art block for a good while when it came to speed paints. And yeah, I I've kind of been more on TikTok lately, just doing little animatics of Flipsy and her little shenanigans, or what I would think she would do. Because in the canon version, Flipsy's pretty serious. She doesn't really show much emotion at this point. If anything, she just shows more of her anger. But I kind of use Flipsy as sort of a persona at this point, or just put an alternation of Flipsy, which is a little bit more silly and more expressive. Kind of like me, really. And oops, sorry about here. I thought I paused recording because I was being called to do something, and guess it wasn't. Let's see what else happened. Oh, here's a good one. I went to the ER not once, not twice, but 3 times. Why, do you may ask? Um, I spent years training myself to hold my urine so that, I could be patient when other people are using the toilet in my house or anywhere else or something like that. But turns out, not a good idea. If you need to pee, even if it's like a little bit of pee or something, release it because if you end up holding it for too long for many years, it's gonna screw you over. I found out the hard the hard way. Also, keep yourself hydrated, because again, I learned that the hard way. I was admitted to the ER 3 times the first time because I had both a UTI and kidney stones, and that shit hurt. It was awful. And of course, they gave me antibiotics to fix it. And here I am thinking, oh, better now. Just gonna continue life. Wrong. I think a week later, I ended up getting the same pain again, and I was vomiting profusely. And I went back to the ER, and they told me he still got stones, and you still have a UTI. So they gave me more medicine, but stronger this time. And the reason why I ended up having it again is because I guess for some people, they just give you a week's worth of meds, and then you should be fine. But I ended up being one of those special cases where I'm gonna need more than that. And when I went back the third time, I told them, "Look, I already know what's going on. Can you just give me a prescription for this crap because it's annoying?" And they said, "Sure." And then they referred me to a neonatologist, which I'm going to see in a couple of weeks. Let's see. I also went to my main doctor. She's the one actually who's helping me find a good neurologist at the moment. Because I did find one in the month of January, but when I went to his office, it creeped me out and it made me uncomfortable. And there were some things that shouldn't have been displayed there. Well, at least I don't think there should be. And when I told my main doctor about it, she actually got mad. She's like, "What the hell? What the hell? Why is he putting that? Why is he putting that shit up there? It's gonna freak people out." And I said, "I don't know." So she ended up looking more into it, and she said, "You know what? Maybe it's best that I should find you a neonatologist that I know for sure isn't gonna freak you out." And I'm like, "Okay." And I trust this doctor because, unlike a lot of doctors, she actually has looked into my problems and fixed them. So out of all doctors, I trust her because she doesn't blame everything on my weight. Because the other doctors did, and that messed up my stomach a lot. And I'm good now. I just I just have to eat more citrus fruits or consuming them really, and drink more water and stay away from like salty stuff. Because, not good. It isn't too much of a problem for me. I mean, maybe as a kid when it comes to chips or whatever, but it's gone down. Not too crazy about salty stuff. Let's see. What else happened? Well, I did work a little bit on the afterlife, but not good enough because of the work I've been getting a lot this year, which I do appreciate. I don't get to do much. I don't really get to do much of my own stuff, which is why this year I'm going to give myself more breaks and work on my own personal stuff, which is mainly the Afterlife comic. Because at one point I do want to get that done and stuff, or at least chapter 1 at least for this year. I promised myself last year, and look what happened. Fucking I let that shit pass through me like nothing. And then I've been doodling around with the animation for a bit, and I kind of want to focus more on that. Let's see. I mean, I do animatics, but it's more fun when you do animation. At least that's what I think. Because I did take an animation class in college, but they didn't really focus on frame. They were more into tweening and motion graphics and stuff like that. And then there was 3D animation, which, by the way, horrible. I hated that process. It was so annoying. God. but I needed to do it for the class because that's how I could advance in other studies. And I just want to work with more frame by frame work and maybe move my characters around. And yeah, let's see. My guinea pigs are still alive. Good, good and well. They're just chilling in their little cages. I think you heard them earlier. I think. I don't know. This is like my third time um, recording this. Let's see what else happened. God, I'm sorry. I just keep drawing blanks over here. I think I mentioned I'm almost finished with my sketchbook, my traditional sketchbook, by the way, which is, I think I have 5 more pages to go. No, it may be more because I do want to color some of the pages I already outlined and stuff. It's fun looking back in your sketchbook when there's like more colors to it and stuff. That's what I noticed from my other sketchbooks. Yes, I outlined them, but then there's not much color. And I kind of want to put more work into this one sketchbook because I've been using it as a journal during this whole pandemic. And I mean, it's thick because I paste stuff into it, but yeah, it's quite nice. It's kind of a memory book to say, hey, look what you went through, and you're still here. Yay. I also like to add notes of what I've learned during that year, so that maybe if there was a time where I forgot something, I can just go back through it, and then revisit that topic. One of them was collaging and washi tape because I noticed that I stopped using washi tape for a good while. And then when I was skimming through my other sketchbook, it mentioned, you mess with washi tape. And I was like, I should probably mess with that stuff again. I still have a little drawer full of them. I'm sorry if the whole back and forth message thing is annoying you guys. Honestly, I kind of forgot all about that. I'm going to see if I can edit them out so it wouldn't be too annoying during this whole Speedpaint thing. This one took me quite some time because it was kind of my first time. Not really my first time, but it was kind of my first time drawing Glamrock Freddy in this way. Trying to look like a furry, but at the same time mechanical. And I was just skimming around ideas. And Freddy was the one that took the most time out of this. Carly's character, I think I've gotten a hold of how she should look. I personally think I do, because again, Carly is a good. She commissions me a lot, and I really appreciate her business. So I kind of got a hold of how she would look. Freddy was the one I was just like, oh, okay, I gotta make this. I gotta put all my effort into this one a lot because it won't look good if the Freddy in here doesn't at least resemble a bit of the Glamrock Freddy that everyone knows. And I mean, in the end, I ended up liking him. I did do some practice sketches with him in my sketchbook. And the reason why I do that is because when I sketch things by hand, like right then and there, I get a better grip on it when I go digital. Because in digital, you can just mess around. Like, it's whatever. If you fuck up, you fuck up. But when you do stuff traditionally, there's more of a risk to it. Even in the sketching form, there was more of a risk to it. So I'm glad I did that. Yeah, I was listening to... I was listening to, I think I was listening to Glamrock Freddy Lines video or something. I guess I wanted to get in the zone. Oh no, you know what? I was trying to get a hold of his room. There was not a real lot of references for his room. And Carly wanted to have a hug with him in his room. And I figured, what about under this little plate thing that he's standing right there, the little blue line. It'd be kind of cute. And I, of course, went with the outs, the, not the out, the, oh crap, what was that technique called? I think lineless background kind of thing. I thought it looked nice for this style. I usually go by that route, really. I rarely do the whole outline background thing unless it's requested that I do so, or depending on the style itself. But I ended up liking the results. At first, it was a little, ugh, but I think I pulled through out of it. Look at me, fucking going back to the convention midway of talking. What the hell happened to me? Okay, well, I'm gonna try and do more speed paints. At least maybe for my own stuff. Right now, I don't really have much of an idea for it. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me blubber for who knows how long. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.